Long ago, in a small village nestled between snow-capped mountains, there was a legend about the Whispering Forest. It was said that the forest held ancient magic, and that those who wandered too deep would hear the voices of spirits offering riddles and guidance. Many feared the forest, but young Alina, a curious and kind-hearted orphan, was not one to shy away from an adventure. One crisp morning, as Alina gathered firewood near the forest's edge, she heard a soft, melodic voice calling her name. "Alina," it whispered, "come closer." She hesitated for a moment but felt an inexplicable pull. Clutching her worn satchel, she stepped into the forest, her heart pounding. The forest was unlike anything she had ever seen. The trees sparkled as if dusted with gold, and the air shimmered with tiny glowing motes. As she ventured deeper, a fox with fur as white as snow appeared in her path. "You've entered the Whispering Forest," the fox said, bowing slightly. Alina gasped, but quickly recovered. She had always believed in magic. "Why am I here?" she asked. "The forest has chosen you," the fox replied. "An ancient curse threatens your village. Only someone with a pure heart can break it. Follow me." Without hesitation, Alina followed the fox through winding paths and glittering streams until they reached a clearing. In the center stood an ancient oak tree with a gnarled face etched into its bark. Its eyes glowed green as it spoke. "Child, the curse was cast by the Sorceress of Shadows long ago. She despised the joy of your village and turned its well to poison. The only cure lies in the Crystal Tear, hidden in the Cave of Echoes, but beware, only the brave and selfless can claim it." Alina nodded, determination in her eyes. "I'll do whatever it takes." The fox led her to the edge of a dark cavern. "This is as far as I can go," it said. "Inside you'll face 3 trials. Trust your heart." Alina entered the cave, clutching a lantern. The first trial was a narrow path above a chasm. The wind howled, threatening to knock her down. Remembering the fox's advice, she focused on her breathing and took one careful step at a time, trusting her balance. She made it across. The second trial was a room filled with mirrors, each reflecting a version of herself, some kind, some cruel, some proud, and others weeping. A voice echoed, "Choose the truest you." Alina hesitated, then approached a mirror where she saw herself comforting a crying child. "This is me," she said. The mirror shattered, revealing a doorway. The final trial was a riddle. A glowing orb floated before her and spoke. "I'm as light as a feather, yet the strongest can't hold me for long. What am I?" Alina thought hard. Then it hit her. "Breath," she whispered. The orb burst into light, revealing the Crystal Tear on a pedestal. She reached for it, and as she did, the cave rumbled. The Sorceress of Shadows appeared in a swirl of smoke. "You dare steal my treasure?" she hissed. "I'm not stealing it," Alina said, standing tall. "I'm saving my village." The sorceress laughed. "You can't defeat me." But as Alina held the Crystal Tear, it began to glow, and the sorceress screamed. Her dark magic was no match for Alina's pure heart. The sorceress vanished, and the cave calmed. Alina returned to her village with the Crystal Tear. She poured its essence into the poisoned well, and the water turned clear once more. The villagers cheered, and for the first time in years, laughter filled the air. From that day on, Alina was celebrated as a hero. But she often returned to the Whispering Forest, for she had discovered more than magic. She had found courage, friendship, and her place in the world. And so, the legend of the Whispering Forest grew, inspiring generations to come.